apps, the best app of 2022. And for me, it has to be Gas. I don't know if you've heard of it. I haven't used it. I think it might only be available in the US. Have you heard of Gas?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to do like a super quick summary of what Gas is. But basically, Gas was, these, probably you experienced this a few years ago on Facebook, where you could like kind of like rank different things and like, or rank your peers, like your classmates, on like who's like most likely to become rich or most likely to become president, stuff like that. Do you remember that there were like a few apps that were running on Facebook?
Yes, I remember that. Yeah.
So it's basically, Gas is like a peer-to-peer ranking for teenagers, and they launched, and it became sort of they prepared it for like a year, more or less, the development of the app and everything. But then they launched, and it became an overnight success. So they did like a geofenced launch somewhere in like a suburb, somewhere near Atlanta. And so many interesting things happened with this app. Basically, there was like a misinformation attack that targeted the app that originated from China, where there was misinformation being spread that apparently if you download this app, you're going to get kidnapped because you have to like give your location and stuff like that. So there was this massive misinformation campaign launched from China, probably, TikTok, or, there are like a few other apps that are popular with teenagers. So, but like there was this massive misinformation app, and it was like on the news and everything. And then they had to basically, I think they even got like blocked from the App Store. They had to rebrand, and that's when they landed on the name Gas. And they had to do all these different things to get rid of these misinformation attacks. And this app made like millions, like we're talking about like I think $10 million in revenue in 3 months, because basically you had all these different categories, like who has the most beautiful eyes in your classroom, or like in your school, etc. And teenagers basically had to pay in order to see who voted for them.
Okay.
And that was the monetization model, and it worked. And it's like, it's actually pretty expensive. I think the pricing was like $7.50 per week.
Wow.
Or something like that.
Super expensive.
Yeah. And the founder is Nikita Beer. And basically, I was following him throughout this whole story. And he tweeted like half a year ago, like, I'm going to launch an app that's going to make $10 million in 3 months. Like, he called a shot. Like, he basically said, that's what I'm going to do. And he had launched apps before, and he actually launched the exact same app on top of Facebook like 10 years ago, and was acquired by Facebook 10 years ago, or more or less 10 years ago. Then he said, I'm just going to do the same thing again. And he did it. So it was like really well executed as well. I think it's so difficult to pull this off, and to pull it off twice, it's just, shows that he really knows his stuff. So I think it's such an exciting story. And also I like that it's kind of like a positive thing, because like mainly positive categories. It's like, who's like the most handsome person, who is the nicest person, and who is the like most likely to become a millionaire, most likely to become president, stuff like that. So it's like kind of like a positive thing for teenagers as well. And I just liked it. And so Gas is my app of 2022.